Hello everyone, and welcome to Zona Azul Yoga with yours truly, Sir HexALot. We're going to do a special coffee break style yoga sequence for the low back as the sun is setting, so it's really going to be coffee break style. But it's really good whether you drive a vehicle for a profession, or you have an office job, or even if you stand professionally like a chef. This is going to hit the spot for you. So we're going to start in standing mountain pose. Root down through the four corners of your feet, and then bring your weight into the left foot. Lift up your right foot first. Get on the ball of your right foot and the toes. Then bring it behind the left foot and over to the left side. When you feel you've got your balance, raise your right hand up and then extend the right side body long. And breathe. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Come back up. Bring your right foot back to the right side. Bend the knees a little bit. Warm your hips up. Root down through the four corners of your feet one more time. Then bring all your weight to the right side. Root down through the four corners of the right foot. Left foot pick up. Bring to the right side. Left hand high overhead. Lengthen the left side body. You might feel stiff. Doesn't matter if you go far. It just matters that you get a little deeper. Every exhale, gauge those lower transverse abdominals. You can feel it. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Lift your left foot up, come back over to center. Warm it up again. And now we're going to get straight into muscle engagement. So let's come down onto the mat. We're going into a plank. We're going to start in our knees. I'm going to show you the modified version. Extending over my palms, shoulders over the palms. This is a modified plank. Now, if this is good for you, and you got more to give and you want more intensity, tuck the toes and press up. And you want a nice line from the heels to the shoulder. Heels, hips to the shoulder. And engage the core. Breathe. One more deep breath. Know you love this. Core strong, spine long. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your core engaged. Keep whatever knee and heel position you have. Lower down onto left elbow to the forearm. Then the right elbow to the forearm. I know you're feeling it. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Now, let your hips sink. That's the dessert. That's what you've been waiting for. Untuck the toes so the tops of your feet are on your mat. And then get your elbows situated so that you can apply gentle pressure and pull your shoulders and your spinal column, your head, out from the hips. Core strong, spine long. This is where the spine goes long. And then lengthen in the neck. See if you can relax the front of your hips to such an extent that your hip points are touching the mat. And breathe. This is Sphinx pose. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you feel those transverse abdominals I talk about on the exhale. You'll get there one day. All right. Pull your palms under your shoulders. Pick up onto your toes. Come around onto your butt. Now, there's been a lot in the yoga media for the past 2 weeks about the favorite, and they mean least favorite yoga poses, and I don't know what they're talking about. Boat, Savasana, is one of my all-time favorite poses, but you can always do it modified, so there's no reason to fear it. We'll we'll start modified and then we'll intensify. So, to begin, bring your hands directly under your knees. Get on the sit bones, the bony points of your butt, and now lift the heels up. Shins parallel to the ground, into the mat. Intensify. Straight legs, point those heels. You're feeling it in your quads. Great job. One more level of intensity. I know you got it. Make sure you lengthen in the spine. Use those abdominals. Lift the hands parallel to the legs. It's also okay to touch your knees or touch your shins. What are we going to do here? 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Core strong, spine long. Exhale. Now we're going to slow lower. Slow lower. 2 more counts. Slow. And heels to the mat. Hands to the mat. Great job, great job, great job. Now, we got some ice cream for dessert because we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. That's why we're doing this. We're going to start modified. You can choose to intensify. I am on my left knee. My left thigh is pointing down. I am on my left hand, going into side plank. But this is the easy stuff. This is the modified. So I want to take it up a notch. I'm going to straighten the bottom leg. Goes out, side plank. Woohoo! I love it. 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I'll bring that left knee back down and come back onto my hands and knees. Shift for the other side. You can call this starting in tabletop. Get your right knee onto the mat. Have that right thigh perpendicular to the mat. Left palm out a little bit in front, or right palm in front of your right shoulder. Extend your left leg out for side plank. Extend the hand high if you want that engagement. And then if you really want intensity, straighten that bottom right leg. Woo, good stuff. 2 breaths. Easy. Exhale and inhale and exhale. Knee returns to the mat. Now we're going to shift away off the center of engagement so your muscles can do something different. But I didn't say it was going to be easier. So just like we started with a little bit of a balance doing the side bends, bring your weight all the way into your left foot. And then bring your hands back like we're going into airplane. Bend that right knee again, and then take your shoulders down to your hips. Going into airplane. Extend the right heel as straight, as far back as you can. Lengthen in your neck. When you've got control, find a dristi, and then hands come, arms come perpendicular in a T. If you got this, use the upper shoulders. Warrior 3, palms come out in front. I'm on uneven ground, but no excuses. 2 breaths for my best Warrior 3. Inhale, exhale. Palms down to the mat first. Then right foot returns to the mat. Lifting up the legs. Getting everyone ready. Because we're going to do this on the other side. But from here, we're going to bring our weight into the right foot. And then we're going to lift the left foot with our hands still down on the mat. Left foot up, balancing on the right. Root down through those 4 corners in the right foot. Lift your shoulders up. Let's go straight into the airplane. Get your focus. Arms perpendicular into a T. Then the other T. Arms together in front of your shoulders and head. Make sure you keep your left leg straight and fully extended as much as you can. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Palms to the mat. left foot returns to the mat. Now let's do Ragdoll from here. Both feet on the mat, grab your elbows. In this Ragdoll, your focus is really extending, lengthening the side body. But you don't want to use force, just let gravity do it. Just send the shoulders away from the hips, and your elbows and your head follow. Like reassuring and rocking your body into a good sense of security. For even more security, we're going to take a seat on the mat. So come out of Ragdoll, come back down, and we're going to go directly onto our front. So lie down on the mat, bring those elbows under the shoulders, and yep, you guessed it, we're in Cobra. So to get there, or we're going to Cobra, not in it yet, bring the palms under the shoulders, press up, beginning the back stretch this way, lengthen the neck, pull the neck out of the shoulders, shoulders down, and then exhale, let yourself come back down. Breathe, get ready. With an inhale, press up, see if you can get yourself 2 inches higher. But listen to your body, it's more important than listening to me. What sensations are you experiencing? Inhale, exhale, bend the elbows, come back down. Now we're going to do snake, which is a little variation. So take your arms out to the side, then put them on either side of your hips. Now for snake, we're going to lift our shoulders just like we did, and we're going to try to send our hands back to our heels. So lift up. Use those muscles in the low back, shoulders away from your ears. One more breath. Exhale, lower down. Great job, great job, great job. We'll do this one more time. Ready? Inhale, lift up. Shoulders up. Hands to the heels. One more breath. Exhale. Now, bring your hands back around. I'm going on the back of my hands under my shoulders. And this is our third Cobra. So if you want to intensify, you can go King Cobra. What's that, Hex? King Cobra is you extend your arms and then you bend into the knees. If you're super bendy, you can get your feet pointing at your head. Don't worry about doing that. Just try to bend the knees and feel the stretch of the quadriceps. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. All the way back down, slow and controlled. Come back onto your butt and then come to a standing position in mountain pose. You're doing so great. We're almost there. So for mountain, we are going to take our hands to where the sun meets the horizon and sink down. Sink those hips down 1/4 of the way for a comfortable chair. And I'm going to turn this direction. Bring your palms to touch and heart center. Now you want to check that your hips are level. Don't worry about the knees as much as the hips. Think of your hips and shoulders as the box that you want to keep nice and aligned and all the muscles engaged. Now we're going to twist. So the easiest way to do it is once your spine is aligned, we're going to go right elbow high, left elbow low. It's like a rotary motion using the obliques. Nice and relaxing. Inhale back to center. Send your hands out long. Come into your comfortable chair. Engage that core. Should be A little bit fiery for you. That's what we want. You got it. Then palms to touch and to heart center again. Other side. Right elbow down, left elbow high. A nice oblique twist. Breathe. One more deep breath. Use the diaphragm, part of the deal. Inhale, exhale. Feel that lower abdominal. Come back to center. Inhale, and now we're gonna get fancy. If you want intensification, back to the right side. Right elbow high, left elbow low, and extend. Look, my hands are on the outside of the right leg. It's so fun. At least it's fun from my position. Inhale, exhale, palms to touch, back to center, other side, right elbow down, left elbow high, extend. Inhale, exhale, palms to touch. Inhale, back to center. Now, I'm gonna take my right foot back and we're gonna go directly into a lunge. Weight is in the left foot. Right foot goes back. Shoulders above the hips. And now we are going to go exalted, or crescent lunge rather. Hands high if you can. A little bend in the back. And then come back to center. Now, if you've got this, and only if your balance is solid, and you can bring your right hand to the mat, I'm going to take my right hand to my hip, and I'm going to bend over at the waist. This is a balance challenge. But the focus here is low back, and this gets it done. One more breath. Exhale, back up to center. Left hand on the hip. Right hand comes up and over to the center, over the center line to the left side. Hex, this is crazy. Yes, but it's good for your low back. Inhale, exhale. Hand on the right hip, now down. Hands down, left foot goes back. First down dog of the day. Hips up high. Walk that dog. Bring your head between your biceps. And you know what we're going to do after a quick breather? We're going to take the right foot forward and do the lunge on the other side. So, inhale, right foot to the right hand. Hands up high, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands down to hips. Make sure you're rooted through the ball of the feet and the four corners of your right foot. Now, you can bring your left hand to the mat if you choose. Right hand comes out to the side, and hands over the head, over to the left. Inhale, exhale. Right hand back on your hip. Regain your focus in your stable position. Left hand out. Left hand over the head to the right side. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Back to the hips. Hands down. Right foot goes back. Down dog. Walk that dog if you want to. Might feel stretched out more than usual. And when you're ready, bend your knees and come to your knees. And then come to your butt. We are in the cool down phase. So here, I'm going to send my right leg out, my left foot to the inside of the right thigh, left hand behind, sitting up on those sits bones. Right elbow outside the left thigh. Turn and look, beauty queen wave, if you so please. One more breath. Deep inhale. And use the diaphragm and the abdominals. Exhale. Come back around. Send the left foot out. Bring that right foot inside. thigh. Right hand goes back. Take your left elbow outside the right thigh. Look over your right shoulder. Nice and tall, core strong, spine long. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come back around, very nice. Now we're going to lie on our backs. Keep your knees bent upwards. We're going to go into a figure four. So lift the right foot, bring it on top of the left knee. Then lift that left thigh, wrap your hands around your left thigh, and use your right elbow to send the right knee away. And get the stretch into the hip. And breathe. Additional breath here because it's cool down. Exhale, left foot returns to the earth. Uncross your right foot down to the mat. Lift up the left foot, cross over to the right thigh. Send your hands around the right thigh and lift that right knee up. Pull that knee, pull that thigh in. Left elbow to the left knee. Push it away, stretch your hip socket. We're just turning the head of the femur. And one more additional breath. Inhale. Exhale and relax. Right foot returns to the mat. Uncross your left foot. Now bring your arms into a T. We're going to do 2 twists. So first to start, bring them both up at the same time. And we're going to turn both knees to the left side. So turn your head to the right. Knees fall to the left side. Then bring the knees to the bicep. Hold. Exhale and come back to center. Turn your head to the left. Let your knees fall to the right, both knees. And then bring them to the right bicep. And hold. Exhale, come back up to center. Now, send the left leg out long, resting on the mat. Turn your head over your right shoulder. Let your right knee fall to the left side for a gentle twist. Nice and relaxing. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Right leg out long. Pick that left knee up over the hip. Turn your head over the left side. Left knee falls to the right side for the gentle twist. Right as we catch the sunset. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Now bring that right knee back up. Bring your hands to your knees, slide them along, and your peace fingers grab your big toes. Surprise last move. Well, it's not a surprise for me, but we want to do an inverted wide-legged fold. Get as much stretch into the hamstrings as you can. And then when you've got that, see if you can roll your low back onto the mat. Get a deep stretch there. 2 more breaths. This should maximize all the benefits of what you've just done. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your heels to touch. Send your legs out long. And then down gracefully to the mat, to the earth. You have reached Savasana, or final resting pose. Breathe gently and deeply. Let all the energy pool from the oxygenated blood, and I will see you again. Maybe for Thanksgiving we'll have another yoga flow. Thank you so much for joining me, your friend, Sir HexALot, Pura Vida, for Zona Azul Yoga. Have a good night.